Andrei Sapkowski apparently loves the new season of The Witcher. The people behind The Witcher over at Netflix, including showrunner Lauren Hissrich, have been showing this review. They've been gloating about this review from The Witcher creator, the guy who wrote the books, who started it all, Andrei Sapkowski. They've been gloating about this review, so let's have a look at it right now. So they're saying, here's a direct quote from Sapkowski, and he says, "I congratulate Lauren and her team on their excellent work. Adapting my books is not an easy task. I watched with great joy, and I hope for an even more epic Season 3. And there's a picture, obviously, with him next to Lauren. A lot of people are saying, oh, he looks so grumpy. He always looks grumpy. That's just how he looks. Great guy. Anyway, Lauren said to this is the person I care about the most. That our adaptation protects his novels, honours his stories, shares his world with a wider audience, and that he loves how we're doing it. It is everything I need to keep going. Witcher Netflix for life, baby." And folks, I don't know what to say to this. Like, I don't. If Sapkowski himself is saying he thinks that this adaptation is joyful, if he enjoys watching it and he thinks they've done a great job, then who are we to argue? I mean, that doesn't mean to say he can never be wrong, because I think there are certainly a lot of parts of, for example, Season 1 especially. Obviously, we've not seen Season 2, so we can't really comment there, but Season 1 there were a lot of changes, there were a lot of things that were definitely not faithfully adapted, and I wouldn't have thought, personally, like if that was my work being adapted and it came out of Season 1, I wouldn't have been too thrilled about how it was displayed. That's not to say it was a bad season of television, but it wasn't very faithful to the source material. Season 2, is this review from Sapkowski, is this a good thing? Should this give us hope? Should this make us a bit more hopeful about Season 2? Or on the other hand, is Sapkowski just saying what he feels he needs to say? What is he going to do? Is he going to badmouth them? Although there would be some people who would argue that he has been quite bitter about CD Projekt Red in the past in relation to the games, and there was a whole thing there where he felt he wasn't paid enough in royalties and whatever because he never expected the games to do as well as they did. So some people might argue, well, if he was really not liking the show, he would just say it up front. He's not the kind of guy who seems like he would shy away from voicing his opinion. It's just really interesting to see this review from him because, honestly, I mean, they're sharing this around on their Instagram, their Twitter, all social profiles are saying, oh, look, Sapkowski endorses Sapkowski. This is the best review. This is the most important review. And to an extent, I think they're right. This recommendation is the highest recommendation you could probably get from anyone. It doesn't matter what, IGN or some other review website says about your TV show. If Sapkowski, the actual creator of the source material, says he approves and he thinks it's good, can you argue with that? Maybe. But how much can you argue with that? You can argue maybe, okay, for me, I don't enjoy it compared to the source material. I think it's not faithful enough. But to him, he's like a kid on Christmas. He's like, oh my god, I'm seeing my work come to life on the screen. I mean, obviously there was the original Polish version of the show, but I think that was way, way, way worse than the Netflix series. Like, that was not a good show at all. But for him to now maybe see his work, maybe not entirely 100% faithful, but to him see his work and his stuff come to life on the screen, I can see why that would give him joy, even if it isn't entirely faithful, and maybe I would feel the same way. Like, if someone took your work, say you write a short story or you write a book, and someone decides, okay, we're going to pay you money, we're going to take some of these rights, and we're going to go away and we're going to bring some of your ideas to life on screen. Sure, it might not be exactly the way you envisioned. It might not. There will be some changes. It's not going to be your exact vision because this is our vision as well. We're the ones directing it. We're the ones putting it together. So we're putting a bit of our own flavor into it. I think the more I think about it, okay, I can see me being on board with that. Would I then call it a faithful adaptation? Probably not. But I think I would be pretty happy, if I'm honest. I would be pretty happy. Tough one to say. Let me know what you're thinking in those comments down below. What do you think about this statement from Sapkowski? Does this mean anything to you? Am I overthinking this? Am I thinking about something that doesn't really matter here? Or does this matter to you? Is this a good sign? Is this a bad sign? Should we disregard what he's saying? Is he just saying it for the sake of saying it? Or do you think he genuinely enjoys the show? Let me know all your thoughts in those comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more Witcher stuff. We're only 2 days out from Season 2 releasing on Netflix, and once it does, I will be making more videos about the season as well. So I hope to see you all in the comments in all the future videos.